happened.
I don't know what
4 to 5 years
what we're
ago.
doing.
A lot older now. It's the knee. It just depends. You just don't know in terms of the overall effect.
Icarus Blue rings a bell, but
it's only the sixth injury in his whole career. But there we go. Look, it's going to be an interesting one. Would you like to see Liverpool go out in January and buy a top-level centre-back?
Oh, yeah, we should. We actually should have done that this summer.
Don't engage. I didn't ask you to engage.
Despite looking at, I think we probably went out backup in the summer.
See how it's targeted that few
now,
people, the
this
diamonds?
situation, it's a
drone
must.
strike.
Come January 1st,
That's my team.
no
Yeah,
way
following me.
Why is it in blue then?
I don't know.
Make us sign it like the first day, because you can't, we can't depend on a match.
You decide at the beginning if you
but he's not,
go solo
or
have a team.
I'm thinking that there's two options.
Or the team this time.
The guy from RB Leipzig, Upamecano, or get someone who's going to come in alone for the rest of the season and sign him in the summer. Because if we sign him in the summer, it all depends on how well Leipzig is going in the league and the Champions League. If they get knocked out, he might be, because does he have a release clause, right? Is it what, 30 something million, whatever it is? So we can probably strike a deal in January to get him in the summer and if we can get him in January, we should get him. But I doubt it. We will be able to. But we definitely need at least 2 to 3 center backs. That's just my personal opinion, because
some intel.
He's Van Dijk coming back. He's what, 29? He's going to be 30. He's not going to be the same. That's just the reality. I feel like a lot of Liverpool fans just need to understand that it's not. This is not like a very easy injury. This is a major career-ending injury. Like we can never be the same. I think Beckham did the same thing with PSG. He came back and he was just not.
Oh no, they're quite slow in the uptake. Like,
Yeah, and that's the one thing about Van Dijk. That's still along. The age is the key thing here.
Lunchy, a bit of lunch, like.
And then what the surrounding injuries are.
It's clever, isn't there? Fucking hell. Oh shit.
I've seen this happen a few times. Players can come back and look brilliant and look fine and try to never away. I've seen other individuals come back and they almost get the same injury again, but in the other, I think if you come back and the other knee will come up, it's almost like there's been so much stress put on the good knee for a year.
Following me, Jesus Christ.
And you just hope that that happens. Tom, my friend, I appreciate you coming on as Ella.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you very, very much. Next up, we've got Ellis.
That's mad. Mad about driving there, like.
Yeah, for Van Dijk, it's hard to say whether he's going to come back good or bad, worse or better, because no one knows right now, do they? I don't think he'll play in the season.
Randoms.
I think that'll have a big impact. And I also wanted to say that to every Liverpool fan, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm not like monks, because if you said Pickford should be out as long as Van Dijk is injured, I really hope you have the same energy for Fabinho right now, because if I supported a different club, I would hate our fan base.
Right.
And this is what I'm putting here. Liverpool fans like you are not even triggered by my title. You can see that I'm joking and pulling fun at idiots.
Yeah.
Idiotic comments from Julian and Ron.
This is where they build the drones and all that.
What I find embarrassing is
it's like a little workshop.
Journalists, pundits, barring Jamie Carragher, and then kind of social media scene that haven't come out universally and attached outplayer in the situation without club that is nonsense.
TV speakers.
Annoying. Maybe endorse academic either. And that
My name is Dr. Romero.
That silence,
and you've already heard from Dr. Starr.
It really was.
How can we help
the death threats.
I was wondering if you had any critical research on drones you could share with
in our
me.
Insta posts,
Yes, we've done some digging into the land chassis factory over there.
Probably something good if you want
and we've discovered some distressing information about the behemoth
nothing from the big fans.
The drone has a purpose. The behemoths generally
yeah, fully stocked up. Fully stocked. Expect nothing less than the big shoe.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Instead of protecting and
It's
tests,
right.
it's running tests
It's one
following
of
a
those
very
things.
particular
Liverpool
routine.
fans will say, oh, you say all Liverpool fans.
So,
I said all Liverpool fans are doing it.
It's
I've literally
currently
said
running what
it's
can only be
tens of thousands.
described
You know that are the
as
retweets and the likes,
an
the shares,
invasion
everything else.
scenario.
But where are
An
you all
urban
coming out
invasion
together?
scenario with the
Firstly,
potential
put
to
it
wipe
down.
out an
33
entire
weeks ago,
city.
an article was printed talking
Yeah,
about
that's
how bad
distressing.
Navigator's been this season.
You don't
I saw
say.
every Liverpool
We
fan
can't be sure what they're
imaginable on my
planning.
timeline
Doesn't
comment
matter.
on it,
It's time to start
condemn it,
paying
push
attention.
it down, defend it.
You must
Where was that
destroy
energy
this
in terms of
behemoth
defending
drone.
Pickford, in terms
I
of
guess the
shutting
best
down
thing
this
to do is
ridiculous
follow up
notion
on your
of
leads at the
ban
land
people
chassis
as long as the
factory.
injury plays out for.
If we find
There wasn't
anything,
any.
you'll be the
Completely
first to know.
silent. And that silence for me is very, very
Okay.
loud indeed. On your situation, would you bring somebody else in this summer? This January. Would you look for an Meccano, Koulibaly, somebody of that ilk? What would you do personally?
Well, the way things are going, I think you've got to, because the amount of injuries we're getting, not just in defence, in midfield as well. That's not me saying bring a new midfielder, but I think we can get more injuries to that defence, and I think if we act like a big club, we need to bring in another
What can we help
defender.
you with?
Whether that
I'm
be,
looking for information about those real
well,
drones.
I don't think we should be looking at backup anymore. I think we should be looking at someone who starts getting
Oh,
That's the
God,
subject
yeah.
of our research right now.
What time of the month?
Analysing how the drones are intercepting the signals from the
Yeah, the
Azrael.
kitchen's looking
How
nice
they
and tidy.
communicate
Oh,
with
God.
Stolas drones.
Keep us
Something
something
that
like
they
that.
communicate
Oh, no.
is an insult to the work, Dr. Romero.
You can replace me with
What
one
he is trying to express is that their relationship isn't one of reciprocity, but rather
Hit the spot.
precisely.
Exactly.
We haven't had the luxury of getting our hands on an Azrael to examine. We've had to settle for what these amateur salvagers have brought us.
So
what can I help you with? Well, if you really want to help us, take out a drone. Look at its communications components. And
Nervous before
allow us to pinpoint
Yeah.
how it's signaling other drones.
Best way.
You don't mess around, do you? All I
I know
know
exactly
is
what
I-
you want to hear.
I
you
would
should
be.
be able to find a copy of Azrael's
well,
blueprints
I
in
like
Assembly Hall at Mega 02. That info will let you know which parts to loot once you take the drone down.
Works for me.
How about you point me in the
direction
of this
And
factory?
of course the criticism
Oh,
should
yes.
be there, and it will
Assemble
be there.
Hall
And,
Omega
will be there, because
02
you
is
have to
just
criticize-
east of
criticism
this
is-
building,
criticism is due.
right over Roaring
You do
Falls.
criticism. I don't care.
Roaring
I don't care
Falls.
about hurting Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Man United fans feeling. When you've got to give criticism, you give it. When you've got to give praise, you give it. And I've given Liverpool
Is it
the
back?
last 2.5
Well, there's
years
two. There's one over here.
than any other club in world football. So, if it's a negative subject for the clubs, stop being weak. Pieces of, right,
I'll take care of them.
bland and weak and weak. Stop being that. Stop being a rice pudding and accept it and take
I'll
it
miss some in here.
and have the conversation. So well done you for that super chat. Stands out to me as being important. Terry, what's the info on Fabinho being banned for 3 months? Bro, it's a joke. Because his tackle led to an injury of Mohamed Kudus, the forward
Okay,
from Ajax,
okay,
who's now going to be out for
okay,
between 3 to 4 months
Right.
with an injury. And according to tens of thousands of Liverpool fans on Monday,
Is there?
Julian Laurent, Mark
Bastard.
Bosnich, ESPN, players that injure
They're miles away.
their opponents in tackles,
I know
intended
the.
or not,
Oh, I hate them, honestly.
or as long as the injured player is out for. So I'm simply saying that if that's the case and you endorse that message on Monday,
Got
you
fucking
should be
book.
calling for the game to be banned for a 3-month period now. Is why it's not fashionable. No one cares about
No. Yes.
putting it in that way. It doesn't, this is the thing. I feel like a lot of Liverpool fans are being patronised
Where are
for the
they?
way Julian Laurent was talking. It's as simple as that. First round Pickford then talk. That was a joke. Pickford down to
He's 16 miles.
in my opinion.
25 miles.
Tackle. That's it. No more.
That's way too far.
Liverpool are a really
Got a
poor
bit
example
closer.
of champions in my opinion. Probably the worst ever. Is what Roy Keane has said in the comment section. James LFC says rice pudding hot
So,
with strawberry jam. See, bro, rice pudding hot with strawberry jam. Now you're
that's a
spicing it
side
up. Bro.
mission.
Now you're adding some elements.
What
Now you're adding two
main missions
dimensions
here.
there that make it nice.
What's up in there?
I'm talking. You open
Another
that thing
side
of
mission.
ambrosia and it's cold. And you
Well,
eat
remember
that
that red
potato,
ferret?
and rice pudding.
Oh, yeah.
I mind that. I
So
mind that
adding a
one.
little bit
Like,
of something to it like you did. Maybe sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it.
there we go.
Beautiful, my friend. See, that's
Get that.
different.
Get the access code to Herzog's prison.
Let's see what you want to say.
Oh God, that rings a bell.
Trying to call back
It kinda
carriers.
does, doesn't it?
Can you imagine? No
Fast
Derby
drop.
means no score.
That's
In the
handy.
transfer window, when Thiago pops up for 20 million, would you buy him or his fourth choice centre back? I would
You
have
gotta
done
wait
what they
fucking
did,
ages.
but the gamble
Tears.
backfired. Yeah, and this is the thing. It's the thing they kind of gamble. It backfired. You still need criticism for it. That would be
Usually
my
around
point. If it backfired, you still need the criticism.
25
You
usually.
still made the wrong choice.
I just changed like the post office.
Like you might have been doing it to be
Did you?
Yeah.
completely wrong.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Listen, everyone who's tuned in today, thank you very,
I remember,
very much.
when they
Always
first started doing that.
so
Post office.
important to us here at Terrace to get that
Yeah, it's the
done.
cheapest stuff.
As I said before, we've been very behind the courtroom
21.
channels. Independent
21.
YouTubers
Well,
are
what's
being
that?
taken care of and respected the same way we used to. So just
My
bookmark it
final.
and refresh the channel every 2 to 3 hours to see
What's
what the
that?
new streams have come out.
Here's your
We
final
only do the
gas.
outside once a day when we go live, and we go live 3 to 4
Mind I
times,
changed
so,
to that.
it's in case
That,
you know.
Oh,
Listen,
mine.
checking in.
yeah, you stop.
Listen, until next time, take care of yourselves. God bless,
Do I have
and
to
we'll
pay
see
that?
you all again
Yeah.
very, very soon. Bye.
No, that's cheap enough to pay.
It's just giving you a final reading of what you used.
Alright, I see. The balance you owe 21.35. Please pay that.
No, I don't think so. A prepayment meter.
That's bollocks, isn't it?
Well,
That still doesn't make.
they quite often send me bills and stuff.
So,
Just
I was
file that
watching
in
the
there and bullshit.
Aston Villa Leeds game on Friday.
Ignore that. I'm
Someone
actually
said to me, one of my friends was like,
registered my new gas card yet.
You haven't?
No,
"What's Barkley's got a back off, you know?"
still got to do that. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. It's attached to a piece of like a letter. I'm around here somewhere, like.
That's a hump and bump. Okay, like
It
that.
might be over here.
Oh, no, here we go.
Alright. Cool. Cool.
Because if you top up your gas meter, right,
I'm
you're
gonna have to, yeah.
you're going to get, well, you'll get gas, but you'll not be paying anybody.
Insert your new gas card into the mirror for approximately 30 seconds.
I don't think it's anything.
You must do this before you purchase credit for gas. If you have any old cards, please return them. Why would I return an old SSD card to them? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
And I think they're on about the fact if you've ordered a new card for your meter,
Oh well, yeah,
because the
yeah.
old one's fucked up, or
That makes sense.
that's what they're doing.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV. We've got a very special AFTV today because
Keep that
we are
handy.
speaking to a special guest. We got Keith from Irish Footy Vlogs. I thought we'd get him on today because, of course, Arsenal are taking on Dundalk in the Europa League.
Oh, what's he?
And I'm going to be real honest right now, and this is no disrespect.
Oh yeah, get used to
Absolutely no
the
disrespect to Dundalk whatsoever.
controls again.
I'm just being honest, I don't know much about them. I've heard of Dundalk, obviously. I've seen Dundalk mentioned over the years. I
Yeah,
don't really know nothing about Dundalk. So I thought,
Yellow dog,
let
yeah.
me get an expert on.
Which one though?
Irish Footy Vlogs, Keith.
How far
I
is
know
that one ahead of
you
you?
talk a lot about
Oh shit.
Irish football. I mean, tell us about your channel first of all.
Yeah, basically, Robbie,
Bad
it's Irish
people
Footy
there.
Vlogs, so
Yeah.
it's all
Take
it's
them out.
Irish football related, obviously. Mainly League of Ireland, so the Premier Division.
We
and the First
headshot
Division.
maybe?
I do weekly shows, previews, reviews, interviews with players. I did match day vlogs, but obviously with the COVID, that's
There we
kind
go.
of been knocked off a little bit. Talk about the international side, Irish players in England, for example, as well, and that kind of thing.
Interrogate them.
That's pretty much
Nah,
it, Robbie.
don't think
Pretty
it's,
much it. It's all sort of bits and
one of
pieces,
those
but that's the
people.
main stuff anyway.
Well, brilliant. But you're the person that I needed to speak
Yeah, how
to.
far does that
Right?
one
You
in
are
front of
the
you?
person I needed to speak to, and every Arsenal
Well, I
fan out
don't
there
need
wants
too
to
much.
know about Dundalk
Yeah.
because when it came out in the draw, first of all, I was absolutely gutted
Where
because
we're
I'm
heading
like,
right?
What a great place that would have been to go to. I love going to these clubs that we've never really
Man of
visited
confidence,
before.
spot man.
And as far as I know, I've never known Arsenal to play
Getting
Dundalk
up to
before.
codes
So this would have been a
to
first.
Herzog's
It would have
prison.
been amazing for their fans.
Interrogate
to
Sergeant
the Arsenal
Head.
fans come in.
Oh yeah, I
It
remember
would
I
have,
remember
I know
that
it would have
as
been at
well.
the Aviva Stadium.
He's in a
let's say
fucking
now.
convoy,
Why
he's
was it
on.
going to be at the Aviva
Oh
first?
god, is it that one?
Yeah.
Ah,
You have to get a car, hijack the convoy.
Oh, I forgot, yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
Was talking about Thomas Stadium,
Oh,
Shamrock
Jesus.
Rovers. I think they hold
Forgot about
8,500.
that. Got a hard
Stadium,
level that.
Paul Seater. But you know, the Aviva Stadium, if it's like an Arsenal and teams, it has to be in the Aviva
stop
Stadium.
so I can steal your fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
get
been
the
to
view
Aviva
going.
Stadium as well. And that's what they do in rugby and everything. It's a great stadium. So tell us about Dundalk. Who are they? What can we expect from Dundalk?
Take him out of there, though.
Dundalk
Another
basically
one.
from County Loud. I don't know if anyone's heard of County Loud. They're talking about 90 minutes from Dublin. So, you know what I mean?
Hey,
They're
boys,
kind of
let's
region
get in
there.
the
It's like Dublin
vehicle.
and that.
Vehicle.
They're called the Lily Whites. That's their nickname.
The vehicle. Yeah.
Vehicular
Yeah,
accident.
they're called the
Really what here? Really what? They call you what?
Lily Whites.
Well, I hear that with Lily White now I'm thinking, now we need to
Yeah,
smash
nice.
the Lily
That's
White.
been an Arsenal. Their
Hey,
shirts
Archie.
actually white, yeah, white shirts,
Hey,
black
white.
shorts. So similar enough actually to good old Spurs there, Robbie. I think. I think 112 league
Yeah,
titles
so-
overall.
so
7 and then
the
the
yellow
last
dot there, I
decade.
think.
So that tells us something. They've won various FAI cups, which is like the FA Cup in Ireland. Stephen Kenny, the current
Helped
Irish
it
boss.
if there is a road, you know.
He took over in 2013. He won most of those titles with them. He's masterminded this. They do have American owners, so they are backed by American
Oh,
owners.
it's hostiles to your left there.
Second time their own league as well, Robbie. First time they beat teams like Battle Borislav 3-0, which brings us
Just looking at your
to
map.
home by the likes of Zenit, St. Petersburg, they beat
Yeah,
Tel Aviv as well.
they take care of them, though.
So these are the type of results that happen. Now, in my view, I don't think there's good now.
Come in kind of handy, you know.
Kenny's a big loss to them as well, to be honest with you. But
They can be quite frustrating as well.
the last number of years, they're very dominating Irish football.
When you're like under fire, there's are nowhere to be seen.
Those
Eh?
opportunities because, you know, Zenit, Breeze out Marlin, those are decent teams. So, but you're saying that they've been, what, falling on hard times, or what, have they just fallen off form? What has been...
Yeah, I mean, Kenny left, what are we talking about, 2 seasons ago to take the Irish in a 21 job instead of obviously the senior manager. Vinnie Perkins' assistant took over. Now, the first season where Perkins was quite good, they obviously, they did a penalty shootout, Robbie, of actually winning the treble, the domestic treble, which would have been the League Cup, FAI Cup,
Hostiles.
and obviously the championship in which they won. But for some reason, the next season...
Oh, is that the guy? No. No, it's not. I thought it was, but it's not.
With 10 teams, so 6 was no replacement.
Oh no, that's the wrong yellow dot.
There seems to be hassle behind
There's one behind you,
exactly
to the
what
left.
went
Yeah.
on, but clearly the
Yeah.
manager fell out with players, so it's
Oh,
actually
hate him when that
the
happens.
season even started. So when I see results go astray, you know, when that happens, I think players they drop off, don't they? It's not 100%, it can be
You can
75%.
definitely go off road, anyway.
Subconsciously, you're not putting in the full effort.
You see me going down the side of a
So
mountain.
they brought in a new manager called
You can't beat on
He's an Italian.
many other games like.
We didn't know an awful lot about him, but he has got managed to steady the ship a little bit, Robbie. They're now in the Europa League, so fair play to him for doing that. But domestically, they're fourth. They haven't won the championship this year. Shamrock Rovers the trophy last year. So, you know.
And of course, they played last week. They had their opening game with Molda, and they were actually in the lead in that game. Didn't go on to win it. How did they get on in that game? How did they play?
They started very well. They dominated most of the first half. Molda seemed to be, not the second gear, but kind of hanging out a bit to see what Dundalk were like. Dundalk went in front after 35 minutes and led to half time.
I think it's high,
But almost
yeah.
immediately Molda up the tempo. 5 minutes before half time, they looked like scoring. So that worried me watching it into the second half. Molda, to be honest, completely dominated the second half, Robbie. And they deserved to win it 2-1. The Doc puffed, laid on a few crosses into the box and that one, and it sat back a little bit. But look, it was good effort, Robbie. You know, Molda are bigger club than the Dog. Not only that, but the facilities in the Norwegian League are pretty decent. proud of the League of Ireland. And, you know, they look competitive to be fair, but Mon obviously deserved to win the match.
So who are the players that we have to watch in that team? Who are the star players?
Definitely Michael Duffy is a left winger, and there's been a few calls for him to actually be called up to the Irish senior team. I don't think he's played as well as this season as he has done. He's been part of that success story pretty much all the way with Dundalk. Tricky enough winger, as is Chris Shields in the centre of midfield. He's been part of the success story from the beginning under Stephen Penny. He's a good leader, he's a typical captain. He's a good player. Patrick Coogan, of course, top scorer in the league. But in fairness, there hasn't been many great goal scorers in the league this season, Robbie.
Up to the right,
he's the all-time record scorer as well, by the way. Got 32 goals 2 seasons ago as well. So, these are players that you just have to be mindful. Obviously, Arsenal have better players, we all know that. But, I'm sure Arteta has studied these players and know all about them. Sean Gannon, right back, is a good player as well. He's been the best right back in the league, I'd say, for the past 6 or 7 years. So I'd say they're key players, Robbie, to be honest.
If you was, obviously I know that you follow English football as well. If you was to put Dundalk into a league, in English football, what league would they be? Honestly.
I would suggest, you've got obviously the Premier League, you've got the Championship. I would say lower regions League 1, to be perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
You see FA Cup shots, Robbie, as well.
They're like 1.8 miles.
What can happen, so I would say, I'd say a couple of years ago, we were definitely stronger a couple of years ago, Robbie, there's no doubt about that. And I would have fancied them a few years ago to actually possibly beat them all there to get me. But there's a lot of players that have actually followed this journey nearly from the beginning. I think there's 6 or 7 players, and I just think it's starting to take its toll a little bit at this stage, and they need, a bit of a reboot for me. But that said, this is the second time we've got in the Europa League. They've managed to get in there. It's the 3rd time an Irish side has gone into the Europa League, and that's been
Third.
So you have to give them credit there. But
Third.
the lower regions of League 1, which is the 3rd. Is that the 3rd?
It's a third.
Yeah, roughly there, I think.
It's Irish for you, mate.
Yeah, so you'd expect Arsenal to get away. I mean, I kind of feel a little bit sorry for the Dundalk players and fans, and the fact that, you'd have been coming to an Emirates Stadium, I mean, they're obviously still coming there, but with fans in there, it would have been the biggest game of their lives. Obviously, now they're not going to have that. I mean, how have the fans of Dundalk, what have they felt around the game? Because they must have mixed emotions. I'm sure, with the amount of Irish people that we have in this country, especially in London, they would have come out in force.
Oh, 100%. Well, they're looking forward to it, but yeah, it's a massive disappointment that they can't travel to London. And just to say that Dundalk will be in Europa again, that kind of way in the next couple of years, playing a team like Arsenal away, even Arsenal at the Aviva.
Arsenal.
There was a game Arsenal. Jesus. Shamrock Rovers played AC Milan in the stadium. There's no crowd there. And a lot of people were thinking, 1 year crowd can't go to games. Shamrock Rovers were taking on AC Milan, and obviously Dundalk have a double header. But Arsenal, it's a shame. It's a big disappointment, In that game,
2 of your teams might be there for a thought.
Well, and they lost 2-0, but the crown chances in that game as well.
Yeah.
That's right. They've either been and the Rams started the Serie A very strongly, haven't they, as well? So, so Dundalk can look at that, to be honest, Robbie, and say, look, okay, we haven't been as good this season. We beat Shamrock Rovers
reverse.
Not
your fault.
There's no reason. You have to have belief. It doesn't matter what team you play for. But they have to look at that game in particular and say, look, we're every bit as good individually as Shamrock Rovers, because we proved that in the past. Let's go out against Arsenal and give it the right go, and you just never know. Arsenal obviously.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
we can stop murdering the name.
I hope that we do them. I think Arsenal will put out a decent team.
Terrible.
I think Arsenal, there'll be a lot of changes because we've got Man United at the weekend. But even though young players that come in will have a lot of experience, they've played in a lot of these type of games. So you would expect an Arsenal win, but as you said, Arsenal can't be complacent. There's been shocks, bigger shocks than this in the
Hello?
past, so you know, and it
Hello?
wouldn't go down well. If we
was that
got
for?
beaten by even get taken
So answer all these weird numbers in case it's fucking.
Never near.
fans losing it over that. But no, I'm looking forward to the game and really appreciate you giving us a great rundown on Shamrock Road.
Why phone all these fucking numbers back? It might be fucking.
I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah, it could be something to do with the job.
Oh yeah, that's
The
very.
number you called is not recognised. There you
Oh
go.
what?
Fucking junk. Marketing.
Jesus, how unhelpful.
It's
Because
fucking
on Irish football as well. Really appreciate it, Keith.
gadgets
Once
that
again,
phone you
tell
out
everybody,
insurance or something.
tell everybody where they can come to when they want to get great information on Irish football.
I
Yeah,
don't,
guys, looks like they
I
Irish
don't want
football
great
states
information
on
on
YouTube and
Irish
also the Instagram
That's it, really. It's brilliant.
I don't know, it's gone.
The one Irish thing I don't want to see on Thursday is the luck of the Irish.
Don't know how you get the site back up until.
Well, no, listen, as I said, shame that we couldn't be
Yeah,
out
that,
there. For the game, I would have really loved to have been out there in Ireland, but maybe next time.
That's
It
your
is what
guy
it is
there.
at the moment. But thanks very much, Keith. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks, yeah, Ronnie, thanks.
Look at the map, yeah, in front of you, somewhere. Whoa!
Onto Shamrock Road
Grenade.
and onto Irish football as well. I'm
Oh,
really
it's not
looking forward
fucking
to that.
vehicles.
Arsenal will
Them
take on
bastards.
Shamrock Rovers.
You got a grenade launcher.
Kenny Rovers.
Oh yeah, I know, get to that.
Middle, big middle button. Then R1 until you get to the weapon page. R1 again.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Right.
I don't know, R1 again. Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
it's good.
Oh, it's already armed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I seen it.
Yeah, press triangle, change weapon. That's it. Fucking hell. Oh, they're both history. It's like one blew up the other one.
I think that's, yeah, well,
It's weird. No, worked whatever it did.
L1 plus R1.
Oh yeah, the pen thing. L1 to heal.
Is it not working?
Oh, you come out of that menu. Now press L1 to heal. Takes its time to. Quite slow in healing.
Jesus.
I don't know. It's worse when you're like under fire
Ah, yeah,
and he's trying to get his bandage up. It's like, fuck, hurry up!
Right, where's, where am I going here? Can I have a look? I presume that's where we're going.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
But Williams must know that
That looks like it's where you're heading. Oh, wait a minute, another.
Yeah, the thing's gone off the map.
Yeah, it's behind you. Like the yellow dot. Not up there, thing is to the right. How far is that one? That one, yeah, that's it.
But I was only 800 and something meters.
Oh god, there's water and everything to get across.
That can't be right.
It's weird, isn't it?
Switch that up. Right, so.
that's a little microphone. Tonight on the Fifth Estate, an unprecedented moment in Canadian crime and justice. As it
Yeah,
took place,
you have to go
and
across
seen
it.
by people who
Yeah,
know what
across it.
happens in the mind of the killer.
It's only a wee stretch,
I
I
appreciate
suppose.
an investigation like this, and I'm sure you can appreciate some good news. So
It's getting up that fucking mountain and it's going to be
It started with the police interrogator's version of
it's
small
not even go
talk.
round, yeah.
fast forward
Really weird.
things that we might normally
I know.
and that's why we're here on a Sunday afternoon. So again, I appreciate it.
And I'm quite sure at that point, it's in everybody's mind, he's not walking right down by the freeway.
For a while, there was denial.
Have you ever visited Recon's Como with her residence? So you're quite positive there'd be no reason why your DNA would be in those three locations.
Now what he's doing is trying to figure out an explanation to give this guy. Because he knows, man, I am screwed. I am so screwed.
It would come down to the two men in the room, the commanding officer, and the detective.
Your vehicle drove up the side of Jessica Lloyd's house. Your boots walked to the back of Jessica Lloyd's house on the evening of the 28th and 29th of January. You want discretion. We need to have some honesty, okay? Because this is getting out of control really fast. So, really fast.
Yeah, there's a convoy.
He was taught to center, keep the emotion put there.
But Colonel Russell Williams was about to learn that he was no longer the one in charge.
Yeah, I can see it.
I know there's only one option. What other option is there?
What's the option?
You don't think you want the cold-blooded psycho?
You can't kill him, remember? You got interrogated.
He knows he's just dropped the first ball.
Fucking stop.
This is
Oh, yeah.
On this
Not first, yeah.
commercial-free edition of the Fifth Estate, inside the interrogation room.
The queue is still underway, and it'll continue.
Bandits to get it.
It'll continue until our body's found. That might even happen tonight, for all I know.
Fucking police.
We got you. Now, pony up, buddy. Now's time to man up on this thing. Quit acting like a little girl and tell me what happened.
It'd be quite hard to stop them. Alright. Stop the truck at least.
Good evening, I'm Bob McKeown. Welcome to the Fifth Estate. The picture is not high def. The camera angles are a bit off. The leading man sometimes wanders off screen.
And there's your sight
What
box.
takes place in the interrogation and connection is more gripping and real than anything ever seen on CSI or Law and Order. When he walks into that room, Colonel Russell Williams is commanding officer of CFB
Taking ages to
and
reload.
largest, most important airbase. A top pilot who prides himself on discipline.
Remember not to kill
10 hours later,
that
he's a
one.
confessed murderer.
Kill the
and sexual
rest of
predator.
them.
How he goes from one
Oh yeah, get rid of them.
fascinating view of police captures, the power
Where's their
of
fucking
persuasion,
team?
sheer evil. We haven't seen anything like it. Nothing few like it have
Fucking
not.
injured.
The interrogation would take place here at police headquarters in Ottawa. It was Sunday, February 7, 2010. Russell Williams was spending the weekend at the new home in Ottawa's West End that he and his wife recently moved into. In the early afternoon, he got a phone call asking him to the police building to answer a few questions. He
Well,
reportedly said
it's
he'd
been a
be
while,
for dinner.
you know, since we
We don't know what went through his mind as he drove downtown.
I'm waiting to be
There
revived.
certainly was a lot for him to think about.
And you got just shooting yourself.
It had been 10 days earlier, January 28th, that a 27-year-old woman named Jessica Lloyd returned from an evening
Because he's
out
done.
to her house on Highway
Well,
37.
up until then, he stopped the truck.
She sent
Oh
a
no!
text message
Jesus!
to a friend before
Fuck's
calling
sake.
it a night, according to her brother Andy.
It was said night, I believe it was. It was just kind of saying that was it, and assumed she was on her way to bed because it was 10:30 and she had to work at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Quicker than that.
That was the last thing I heard from her was that text message.
Oh my god.
A few hours later, about 3 a.m., two local men drove along that same stretch of Highway
Oh, see,
37.
fuck's sake.
They noticed an SUV parked in a field next to an isolated house. They kept driving. It would be a while before they understood exactly what they'd seen. Later that day, Andy Lloyd got a phone call from his mother.
Where's this fucker?
His sister Jessica had never arrived at work. Andy went right to her house.
And that's what was so weird is because everything was there. And then all you could figure out what had happened because all of her identification and I mean her cell phone and her purse and things people don't leave home without were there.
Ilsa's gonna carve you up into bite-sized
looking for
pieces.
Jessica.
She's gonna make you pay
Oh, no way.
Members of the public.
Shut up, I'll tell you.
Police forces.
Yeah, exactly.
Search and rescue from
It's really nice position to be
across Ontario.
talking like that.
And that's when the
Making threats.
the SUV noticed emergency vehicles around the house.
The prison.
It was just
Where's all
Lloyd,
the prison?
the same one that was next to the field where the SUV had been parked. That's when
You pretty much did that level there too.
officers found tire
Nice
tracks in the field and boot prints near the house.
Right, where are we going next?
The Ontario Provincial Police set up roadblocks, checking the tires of cars on Highway 37, looking for a match.
Thought it
On
would be,
Thursday, February 4th, one of those they
getting into the
stopped was
Herzog's
Colonel Russell Williams,
Obviously not.
driving his SUV.
Jesus. Next
They checked his
one's
tires, then let
15
him go.
miles away.
Unbeknownst to Williams, he was under police surveillance from then on.
Is there some other ones?
At the same time as the
That's a
OPP
side
was
mission there.
investigating the disappearance of Jessica Lloyd,
Yeah.
they had 3 other unsolved cases in the same vicinity: a murder and 2 sexual assaults. All
Oh,
had
that's a side.
possible links to Colonel Williams.
Where's
The
the...
assaults took place in his
Where's the
Tweed
main
neighborhood.
mission?
The murder victim
Here's
was
the-
Marie-France Como, a corporal at CFB Trenton. In fact, a military flight attendant who'd once flown with him. But it's likely that
I'm trying to
investigators
find
never
it.
put
Yeah.
it all
Trying
together
to find
until they
the
stopped
main mission.
Williams at that roadblock and matched his SUV's tires to the track found in the fields.
What's the main mission in the game?
Oh,
It is
isn't it
just
there?
before 3 p.m. on Sunday,
There we go.
February 7th, when Russell Williams arrives at Ottawa Police Headquarters. Inside, he's ushered into an interrogation room the OPP has borrowed for the day. It's sparsely furnished. 2
Get
chairs,
briefed by
a
Colonel
desk,
Mitchell, yeah.
nothing mounted on the walls, but 2 digital cameras.
What?
One
Not enough
to
fight.
investigate Detective Sergeant Jim Smith. The other,
Oh, I'm
Miller.
I didn't...
Veteran U.S. homicide interrogator Paul Cialino knows how it all works.
Oh, fuck off. Get down.
Control from the minute you bring in that room, okay?
I hate
Where you're sitting,
bastard
where he's
planes,
sitting.
man.
You never want to put a desk between you and anybody, okay? Never. You never interview from across a desk. You always want to get close. You start out kind of far, but as the interrogation goes on, you move in closer because you want that physical, you want that intimate touch with somebody.
That's a little microphone, just to make sure it's nice and clear. As you can see here, this room is videotaped and audio taped. Check.
You go.
You been interviewed by the police in a room like this before?
What did you make in there?
It's on my team.
Someone's not in there.
This closest to
Oh, you press R3 to get the sight up.
Oh, is it?
R3, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
I didn't even know
Even
that.
mentioned his top secret clearance will have no effect today.
Find out
Before
there.
it's over, this interview
Yeah.
will be the most important conversation Russell
It's my
Williams
team behind me, yeah.
ever had.
There must be hostiles up there.
Jump in the wagon.
I'll just run up.
It is about 3 p.m. on February 7th when Colonel Russell Williams enters the police interview room in Ottawa.
You've been interviewed by the police in a room like this before? Never been. Oh, no?
Right.
Whatever he's told himself about why
One more
he's here
somewhere?
today, he appears relaxed about the invitation to answer questions.
Where is he?
He clearly knows it's about the disappearance of Jessica Lloyd.
You know, obviously our approach to cases like this is that we don't
Where the
give up
fuck
on
is he?
somebody
We see him on the map,
being
like.
alive and trying to get evidence that they're not. So
There he is.
to just this case, an emergency situation, obviously.
Right.
The interviewer is
Surely
Detective
fast travel
Sergeant
now.
Jim Smith of the Ontario Provincial Police. He's been preparing for this moment for days.
I have a simple rule when I talk to people. It's I'm sure you're the same way. I treat everybody with respect. I know I ask you to do the same for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going through what your rights are. Okay? Just like everybody else.
So what time are you getting your bus?
Mingleson is a former Toronto homicide
Okay.
detective. And the
Oh,
man
no,
interrogated
before this.
Carl Lamont.
You told me yesterday.
Sorry,
Sorry.
scientist unit of the OPP. He's a
Andy?
trained polygraph
Yeah,
technician,
literally.
so he's obviously an excellent interviewer to begin with. But they sat down with their body of evidence and with the psychiatrist from the behavioral sciences unit,
sort of developing a profile of what Williams is and what he's most likely to do when certain questions are put to him. So that if he answers A, they fall on his back.
Commodore 64 was quicker.
So there's no surprise.
It's no lie.
It was all laid out long before he was married.
Smith reminds Williams he's not under arrest and is free to go at any time.
If there's anything that comes up in our interview today, Russell, that you feel you want to talk to a lawyer about, you just let me know. Okay?
Sure, I'll say no.
Now, he could have called him Colonel.
Yeah.
He could have called him Sir.
And you'll
certainly
notice during the course of the interview, he never calls him Colonel, because what that does, and I would have done, and I think any other homicide would have done the same thing, is it puts him on a different level, on a different plateau. He's got to be Russell from Tweed. He's got to be the guy that lives in Tweed, and you don't give him that respect, and don't give him that power of being called Colonel.
Williams jokes that the only kind of lawyer he needs is for real
I can't wait
estate
until the
transactions.
next Tom Clancy game comes out.
Not a realty lawyer, but
One of my
Once Smith has
favourite
Williams
games
in the
as
right mindset, the conversation returns to Jessica Lloyd.
so much stuff to do.
What's going on here, okay? Jessica,
I could take a helicopter with this.
that we're currently investigating.
But
But
miles.
Williams must know the questions will also touch on
Fair
other
enough.
recent crimes around his lakefront cottage, including Cove Lane
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Ontario. Because he knows what the police don't. That beginning in 2007, when he was at the cottage, usually alone, a multitude of crimes would follow. Dozens of bizarre break-ins, women's lingerie and underwear stolen, almost all in his neighborhood and on his street, including 2 sexual assaults.
These first 2 attacks have happened not that far from my place in Tweedville. The second one
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
but I understand that.
oh yeah, it's the Colonel Mitchell one, isn't it?
It was very close.
You can
You notice he used the pronoun
in some
we before he was
compound.
married,
I wonder.
and he reminds Smith he's cooperating with police.
So certainly at the time, the OPP did a mentor report.
Yeah.
Run it with some sort of
Yeah,
hostile
where that, you've kind of almost hit the nail on the head about some of our issues.
Need more war.
We just want to talk
She's taking chopper.
Because essentially,
Oh, swimming
there's a connection between you and all 4 of those cases. Would you agree? Geographically,
It seems unlikely that Russell Williams knew much, if anything, but the soft-spoken man sitting opposite him. Detective Sergeant Jim Smith is a veteran in the LPP's Behavioral Sciences Unit, which applies such techniques as criminal profiling and forensic psychiatry to crime investigation. It was Smith, acting on a hunch, who found the body of the missing 8-year-old Corey Stafford in Woodstock, Ontario, a year ago. There are few better at interrogation, as Colonel Williams is about to find out.
Having set the scene with broad strokes, Smith now gets the specifics, like where Williams was the day Jessica Lloyd never made it to work.
You get very focal problems. Yeah, the bottom one, right?
Discussion turns to Corporal Marie Francois, found murdered in her home 3 months before.
Slocking by him.
How did you know Marie Francois?
Where's the dog gone?
She was on a crew I was on just after I got to the base.
In fact, the 38-year-old Como
It's in
was
the
an adventuresome military flight
east
attendant
of
at Trenton. She'd recently been a member of
Home
the crew flying Prime Minister Stephen Harper on a state
Doesn't mean anything. That, but
Her friend Atlanta Mount spoke with her when she got back.
it's not like he's done. He signed around here like.
Japan. And from there, when they came back, they flew over the Atlantic, so she went around the world.
You're in the right direction now.
I don't know many people who did that, so was curious and happy for her because her dream was coming true.
3 days later, Marie Francois' body
Again,
was discovered inside her house in Brighton, Ontario. The cause of death was asphyxiation. Colonel Williams tells tells Detective Smith he learned of it from the military police.
Yeah, you got that email notifying you that something happened.
It's unclear what thoughts go through Williams' mind, but he seems to be grasping for something to say.
Oh, it's behind me now, look.
Any kind of a clear recollection as to how your schedule was going that week?
So, just there, a second ago, is it?
Well, I can't remember what day that the message came in. Just a second.
I didn't see anything come up though.
Somebody, well, there's a thing here.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what day it
Is it that about though?
Well, that's what it's pointing
Little Jackson, this is Nomad.
Yeah.
Tell me about fracking. I'm ready to go fishing.
Even fishing for it. You're a fucking government.
Time up.
Detective
Time
Sergeant
up.
Smith
Fish for
picks
that.
up on
Oh,
the
recreational.
as an opportunity to say
You're
in another
fucking
direction,
split.
challenging Williams to prove he's innocent.
So if we were to do a similar investigation,
Oh, I remember the
is
submarine.
there anything you think of that anybody may have misinterpreted or anything in your history that
Oh, is that
somebody
submarine
might say,
base?
Russell Williams
Barbecue the squid.
did
Got
this?
it. Nomad out.
I just remember one
What's that?
with submarine.
All right, because essentially that's what I'm looking at. Is that
Kill Kraken.
you seem like a very intelligent person, and I think you can see how a surprise like that would certainly set some alarm bells in an investigation. Right?
Smith now gets to the point. He needs more than words from Williams.
What would you be willing to give me today to help me move past you in this investigation?
What do you need?
Well, would you be willing to supply things like fingerprints, blood samples, things like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch what happens next. At the mention of footwear,
Footwear impressions.
Williams looks at his feet. He's wearing boots.
I think that's what we're gonna ask you to do. Right?
Detective Smith leaves the room to find the necessary personnel.
It's here that Russell Williams faces a crucial juncture. He can give Smith what he wants and risk the consequences. Or he can change his mind and ask for
Very
a
deep,
lawyer.
this water.
Blame it on
Oh, I can't
Keith
even
for being a
swim.
good soldier. But Williams doesn't flinch. He provides his fingerprints, blood, and DNA. And he lets them keep the boots he's wearing. Afterwards, the criminal is apprehensive about who might learn about it.
I assume you're going to be discreet.
Between choppers and fucking planes and drones and I don't know.
They thought you thought I did this.
Well, bottom line, Russell, that's one of the reasons we're here on a Sunday afternoon.
See how his arms are folded up? Now this tells the interrogator he's in trouble. And he's nervous. Because when you fold your arms up, you're closing yourself up psychologically, okay? And look at, he's looking down the whole time. He's not making great eye contact. And the interrogator is with a great line in there. He goes, well, that's why we're here on a Sunday, because we wanted to be
Sniper
discreet.
rifle, I think.
That's ridiculous, okay? Because they don't care about being
Not
discreet
bad
at this
boy there, I
point. They care about getting them, but that's a great comeback.
Here's these-
If you're an interrogator, right now you're thinking, this is a guilty guy. This guy is guilty, and I'm going to get him.
That's certainly one of the things that went into our decision to give you a call at home today and see if we could deal with this today. So, okay.
It appears that even after giving police all that evidence, they still think she might somehow be able to walk away, reputation intact. But the commanding officer is not the one in charge here. His body language appears to show that he
Yeah,
knows
it's probably, yeah.
A
lot of these, like, weapon and...
Quite possibly to help you, quite possibly to help us. I don't know yet, no result is yet.
Notice the quick smile at mention of DNA left behind at his crime scene. When Smith asks about anything he may not want his wife to know, he shifts in his seat and frequently sighs.
Is there any contact that you may have had with any of those four women
Just some sort of
that you
building here.
want your wife to be aware of?
Something there.
Anything like that that we should know about to try and explain why, if your DNA is found,
I sort of remember this.
why it may be there.
This place here.
Methodically, Smith goes over it all one more time, cementing Williams'
Hostile presence here.
Have you ever visited Marie Franz Como at her residence? So you're quite positive there would be no reason why your DNA would be in those 3 locations. Okay. Did you know Jessica Lloyd even in passing for any reason?
No, I didn't hear her name till it was on the news.
What brought Colonel Russell Williams to the attention of the police in the first place was the SUV spotted from Highway 37 the night Jessica Lloyd disappeared. And the tire tracks police discovered in the field. When they stopped Williams in his SUV, the tires were a match.
I see them now.
Now, Detective Smith reveals to Williams he knows it.
How tires do you have on your finger?
Oh, fuck, I do remember the submarine base.
Yeah.
Like, because you took a helicopter. Was it me who landed on the fucking roof? You couldn't get the helicopter back again.
Alright.
Just fucked up the mission.
Couldn't
get off the roof or something.
Oh yeah, I was trying to remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did those Toyo Open Country HTS. That's makes any sense.
Smith gets Williams to deny he ever parked the SUV with the Toyo tires in the field adjacent to Jessica Lloyd's house.
My team did something.
Do you have any recollection about it?
Hooray! Oh, shit. Is that a bad? Oh, okay.
But see, you can see what's happening here. He's got his arms folded and he's nodding. His body language is saying yes. I was there. The tone out of his mouth isn't that convincing as well, because he is so tore up inside right now, because he's thinking, where did I grow up? What did I do that night? Where was I? Was I north of? He's trying to think 5 steps ahead of this guy. It's just not going to happen. But his whole body is indicating, man, am I in trouble? I have a serious problem.
Now, in his firm but quiet way, Jim Smith is about to make the transition from good cop to bad.
I told you when I came in here
unimportant.
that I treat you with respect. I've asked you to do the same for me.
Stuart?
We talked about the whole idea of how we've approached you here. Trying to be as discreet as possible. Okay. But the problem is, Russell, is every time I walk out of this room, there's another issue that comes up.
Where is it?
And it's not issues that point away from you. It's issues that point at you. Okay. And I want you to see what I mean. All right. This is.
So why don't you can run with a huge gun in his back? It's massive, isn't it?
It's practically hitting the rear.
I know.
Jessica Lloyd's house.
It's like dragging it practically.
Of January. Okay.
Up here.
Detective Smith now knows, as the Colonel does too, that the prints belong to boots owned by Russell Williams.
Here we go.
This is a copy of the boot that you took off your foot just a little while ago. Okay.
They're the boots Williams wore on January 28th. The very same boots he put on to come to Ottawa Police Headquarters today.
Kraken, where is he?
These are identical.
Oh, wait a minute. This might
Your
be
drove up beside
mission 2.
House.
Look.
Your boots.
Or even 3.
To the back of Jessica Lloyd's house.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, sorry.
29th of January.
Yeah. Right, so what's happening?
Yeah, Kraken.
We need to
search
have
for
some
Kraken
honesty.
control.
Okay, because this is getting out of control
no.
really fast, Russell.
I want to read the intel.
Okay,
I thought I mean 2 new episodes. Look. They weren't there when we first played it.
Paul Ciolino is a former U.S. homicide investigator and interrogation expert.
This is what we call a consultation. And what's the colonel doing during this? He's not. He's going. His head's nodding up and down. That's an involuntary reaction, we call. But that's indicator of what's going on internally. And what he's nodding to is, holy shit. It's my boot. It's got my boot.
You're up.
Tell them I know we're the same
One of the yellow ones.
Station today.
It will be the closest one.
Beyond my control.
Yeah.
Right. I came in here a few hours ago. And I called you today because I wanted to give you the benefit. You and I both know you were at Jessica Lloyd's house.
and I need to know why. Williams seems frozen, unwilling, or unable to speak.
He grabs the paperwork.
Yeah,
and
that's
Scott.
one.
Now what he's doing is trying to figure out an explanation to give this guy. Because he knows, man, I am screwed. I am so screwed. He's buying time. And we call this buying time. Now what the detective does, though, is great. Because a lot of detectives, they'll keep talking. But silence is great, okay? Because now it becomes very uncomfortable.
Smith tells Williams his window for explanation is about to slam shut.
You know there's only one option. What other option is there? What's the option? Well, I think you want the cold-blooded psychopath option.
Oh, that fucker's. Oh, lovely.
I might be
Didn't
wrong.
even get a chance to unleashed.
Yeah, because like, when you're guys,
Yeah, I know.
kind of enjoy the notoriety. Got off on
That was nicely done, that was.
that label. And now we're being run on. I see that. I saw that you had
Yeah, you could open it.
Right.
Come on, follow Mother Duck.
Oh, no way.
Oh, we don't know. Maybe not true. I don't know.
See the place up ahead there? Some sort of facility.
A bad ending? Where just his parents continue?
Find him in the drone station. Find, you got kill this cracking guy.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's a huge source to enjoy it, and it will continue.
I think that's the drone station there, isn't it?
Body's found. That might even happen tonight.
I'm just hazarding, I guess, there. Like, I'm not totally sure of it.
Once that happens, then I don't know what other cars you would have.
Plenty of hostiles here. You got all the red dot things.
What are we gonna do?
Smith not only wants Williams to confess,
Not only a sniper, but
pressing to direct them to the body of Jessica.
considerable round presence as well. Like, that canister there, yeah, pull up. Yeah, there. Takes a while to fucking reload that container. Oh shit, he's got, go again. He's got blown, literally, off your feet.
Socks off.
Yeah, your boots are still sort of sitting there smoking.
Away, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish my boots are still right.
No, of course you have to wait
10 weeks.
ages for it to fucking load up again. What happened to the
You and I both know. For 3.5 hours, Detective Sergeant Jim Smith has maneuvered Russell Williams into one very tight corner.
You and I both know that the unknown offender, male, DNA, underneath Trans Como's body is going to be matched to you. Quite possibly when the evening's over.
It's late Sunday afternoon, and something dramatic is happening.
A sniper raid.
Mark Mendelson is a former Toronto homicide detective, now a private investigator.
What a moment. All right. Great. Well done. Surgical. In the way you did it. If you want to talk yourself out of the tire tracks, go ahead. Talk yourself out of your boot. I dare you. You're going to blame it on your gardener who stole my truck and stole my boots? It's not going to happen. And you can see there's no response other than he's actually acknowledging, yeah, he's right. He's not going to. There's no way there.
Listen. Listen to me for a second, okay? When that evidence comes in, when that DNA match, when that phone rings and somebody knocks on this door, your credibility is gone, okay? Because because this is how credibility works, right? And I know you're an intelligent person and you probably don't need to hear this explanation, but I also know your mind's racing right now, okay? Because I've sat across a lot of people in your position over the years, okay? The bottom line is that as soon as we get that piece of evidence that solidifies it, DNA.
Nice.
Smith keeps hammering home the message. If Williams wants any say whatsoever, he's got to show his hand now.
Fucking drone, that's what it is.
And then it happens. A tiny crack in the Colonel's arm.
Oh, it sounded like a ridiculously dodgy knock.
Think so, maybe.
Fuck that. See, posty, is it? You're right.
Who's the?
Nope.
Council.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it like?
I don't know. Is that a guy? It's a letter. Come through the door, look.
Let's have a look at the guy. I bet it's that fucking...
Come on. See anyone there? Oh, it's like annual gas servicing.
Oh, is it?
Shit.
Oh, you'll need to get that fucking done around.
Damn. This is for your own safety. And for the safety of your neighbours. I'll get next time.
We got a man hit.
On the way.
He's ready to fire.
How do I fucking snake the shot?
I don't know if you can. It's changed to L3, but I don't know if that works. It might do. Oh, got a lot time. Oh no, hit moving targets are annoying. I mean, your team should be helping out here. You don't know how to use the team, do you? Oh, fucked.
Fucking rubber duck.
What you do, give your team orders is to press R1 triangle.
R1 and triangle.
Yeah, and a sort of menu comes up. I'll show you.
Right.
Thanks. Watch. I've got to heal myself first. He's taking sly pot shots on me. I'm wounded. That's really hardcore, isn't it? Yeah, you press yeah. So it's R1, the triangle, and clear tall. I'd go for it. All my men are down. I don't know, that was making a meal a lot like.
first year.
Oh, bird.
Hold on, fix it. That's it.
Take them sly bastards, man. Where's my fucking my health kit? How did you get that up? Is that L?
R1.
Oh no, it's L1. L1 to heal. I can do it. I wasn't there a minute ago.
All good.
Oh no.
Is Jessica somewhere we can find her easily?
Jones.
Or is it something where I can make a call and tell somebody go to the location and they're going to find her, or is it something where we have to
Oh, there's a fucking sniper up there.
take a look?
Sniper's about to engage us.
Yeah, where is he?
The awful reality his victims have known is now sinking in for Russell Williams himself.
Construction red.
Gone. Fucker. I hate them snipers.
Maybe this would help. Can you tell me what the issue is you're struggling with?
Can you zoom in on the sniper rifle?
No.
No, it's fixed.
No, you just fixed it.
We've compressed Williams' many pauses,
far from the target.
some almost a minute long.
What's that mean? Oh, there's a target back there. All right.
Let's see if you're struggling with.
Oh, it's even weakened there.
What's the point in killing all that fucking
Question.
Kraken has been eliminated. That was easy.
All right.
Very easy.
Oh, killed him.
Look at that document though.
Kraken's board again. Okay.
Kraken.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
Yeah.
High court law enforcement. The Kraken.
Mm-hmm. Where is he?
Why is it hard to believe?
Kraken, where is he? There he is. Oh. Yeah, here we go. It's picked up.
By now, Detective Smith must sense he's getting close.
Here's the
Russell, is there anything you want from me?
Read the wrong one.
Is there anything you want me to explain?
What's this?
Is there something missing that you're struggling with that I can shed some light on for you?
And finally, his determination pays off.
I'm struggling with how upset my wife is right now.
Ghost Actual, this is Nomad.
Copy. I'm here. Send your traffic.
Kraken's dead, but it looks like we have a bigger problem. The submarine's autopilot's been locked in. This thing could still trace the US for the Kraken's alive.
Bastard hitting me from there.
Destroying the submarine would be too difficult.
Don't know.
If nobody tells them what's there and what's not, they don't have any choice.
Yeah, I'll improvise. No matter.
Watch how Jim Smith now is in lockstep with Williams,
Where is he?
each mirroring the other's gestures.
We're not here.
All clear here.
What am I doing,
Come on.
Russ?
Where are you?
I put my best foot forward here for you, but
Yeah, if he's a sniper, he's got to be up in an advantage position.
Yeah. Exactly.
I really have. I don't know what else to do to make you understand the impact of what's happening here.
You just
Can you
got
talk?
Oh, just some sniffing.
Minimize the impact on my wife.
So do I.
Bad boys on?
Tactical treasures.
Yeah. What's your bacon rugby gauge?
Oh, well, good say.
You start to tell the truth.
Can you bacon the roll?
What follows is another half-minute.
Set you in good stead for your
I know, I
for
think
your
that's breakfast.
for your interview.
Oh, Jesus.
A most remarkable moment.
Where is she?
Just a random bottle of hot coffee over there.
Oh God.
Is that where it ended up?
Yeah, that's where it ended up. The kitchen, no doubt.
Is she close to where she lives? I've got maps of that general area.
Getting Williams to view a map of the location of Lloyd's body was the turning point, says interrogation expert Paul Celian.
Every detective assigned this case is watching this thing on tape, or live feed. Or I don't see any mirrors in there, but there's a camera in there, clearly. So they're watching it. And you want to know what they're doing? Yes, we got him! We got his ass! Yes, 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 go get him! I mean, that's what's going on outside that room. But right now, there's a big celebration going on because they know they own this guy right now.
As we said before, Canadians have never seen anything like it. A police investigator at the peak of his powers, interrogating someone so accomplished in their career, let alone a top-ranking military man, especially someone responsible for a criminal trail of such willful cruelty. So far, it's been almost 5 hours of quiet, intense, intellectual combat. Forensic psychiatrist Duncan Scott of Queen's University has met with Russell Williams weekly since his arrest.
What the hell am I doing here?
Watching him on tape in the confession, once he's said, get the map, I'll show you where Jessica Lloyd is dumped.
Up there?
He becomes very calm. It's an almost matter-of-fact way of describing these terrible things.
Just as if he would have to get up in front and tell a bunch of people about the people that have just died under his command, and how he would have to go out and how he would go and talk to the individuals and keep his emotions at bay. That was something that he had learned to do quite well.
For Detective Smith, the priority now is find Jessica Lloyd.
Which town was she near? Why don't we start there?
I'm sure if you give me a map of that covers Calgary and the highway and over to Tweed and stuff, I'll show you.
Right, okay.
Let me see what I got here. I might have something. Is she inside, outside?
Fuck, I'm
With
taking
the search for
chopper.
Jessica ongoing, Smith is equipped with maps of the area around Tweed.
Where am I going on this? Oh, here we get to her.
This one here.
So you're finding two. Is she close to a road? Is this something where is she buried or is she somewhere really easy to see? How long has she been here?
Jesus Christ. Talk about under fire, like.
Other than his military career, his wife is everything. What he's thinking, I got 600 pairs of people living in my house, and my wife is going to be out of her mind. Do I want the TVs out in front of her house for the next 2 years? Do I want them destroying and ripping up the house? What can I do to make this better?
It's a horrific bargain. Belated consideration for his wife in exchange for information about where he dumped the body of a young woman he brutalized and killed. Almost matter-of-factly, he then reveals where police can find the digital memory card in which he keeps the photographs he takes of his victim while he tortures, sexually assaults, and kills them.
Bastards!
Whose images are on these cards?
I do listening with him. Respect. Just
Bloody hell! It's my fucking team! Doing nothing as usual.
Detective Smith comes back to the question of where to find Jessica. Williams says she's exactly 0.7 kilometers from a certain intersection.
How far off the road?
Come on, stick your head out.
Is she covered with anything?
Fucking.
Very obvious question I'm gonna have for you is, when they go there, they'll be there shortly, and then fine.
Early the next morning, February 8th, police recover Jessica Lloyd, 0.7 kilometers from the intersection. Exactly.
Motherfucker!
Williams said she would. For Detective Jim Smith, the hard part is over. But now, the really hard part begins. The terrible litany of all that Williams has done.
This guy's fucking indestructible. Motherfucker. Time for the old grenade launcher.
It is Sunday evening, February 7th. In the interview room,
Ah, die, bitch.
tension has broken. Russell Williams now ready to confess. What you're about to hear is sexual, violent, and could very well be disturbing.
Set. Too close. Thanks.
You wide open now. Well, do you want to work forwards or backwards? Why don't we start with Jessica? How was that started?
It happened 10 days earlier. Whenever Colonel Williams went from CFB Trenton to his cottage in Tweed, he drove right by the house.
Take it then. Jesus. God, oh, this guy's retarded. Oh my God, what is he doing? Where's my fucking team?
So I got in there, just look around. Then they left. Noticed she'd come home. So I went back in. Through the back patio door.
Oh my God.
She was sleeping.
Really helps if you know the controls.
Speak to yourself there, shoes.
Yeah. Really helps if you know the controls, like. Didn't know how to heal myself.
Uh-huh.
So R1, yeah. Get out of my way. Bitches. And there's still more of them.
While the
Fucking
assaulted
sniper. Where
Lloyd's
is he?
SUV sat in the field next to her house. Biggest mistake. After
Fucking see me from far way up there.
cottage in Tweed.
No idea.
No idea. How does it see that?
Oh,
Well, so I
seriously.
put her in
I didn't know.
took her to the garden, took her to Tweed. Spend the day in Tweed.
Annoying, aren't they?
And here, as we were walking, she thought we were leaving. And back there.
William says the flashlight with which he hit her did more damage than he expected.
Well, I was surprised at her her skull gave way.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Immediately unconscious.
Idiot!
Williams says while Jessica Lloyd was unconscious, he strangled her with a rope and left her body in his garage while he drove to Trenton, then to Ottawa for a weekend with his wife. He returned to the cottage on Tuesday and took Lloyd to the spot where she would be found the following week. Again, his tone in describing a beautiful young woman in her final moments is stunningly matter-of-fact.
It's a similar story when he recounts the last night of Marie-France Comeau's life at her home in Brighton, Ontario. She was under his command at CFB Trenton, and apparently it caught Williams' eye. Her house was 50 kilometers in the wrong direction from his cottage at Tweed, but he'd visited before when she was gone, then came back, entering through a basement window.
What am I be doing here?
So when she spotted me, I had the same flashlight.